What number?
I do.
Okay, what number?
Actually, look. I know that it was one of the first ones, and I tried to get my, because I'm in the math place for doing that because the one that I was doing was too cool.
Right.
So she helped me on it, but I was still kind of confused about it.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. I think it was question 11.
Okay. What? And can you read the problem to me?
It was x plus y equals 0 and x minus... No, wait, that wasn't it. Okay, it was 5x plus 2y equals 9. And then x plus y equals -3. And I was confused on the 5x plus 2y equals 9. Like, I forgot how to do it.
Okay. So what number is this? It's not 11. It's 13. Okay. So number 13. What you want to do, the very first thing that you want to do is decide if it's easier to solve for x or y and in which equation, okay? If I picked the top x, then I would end up having to divide by 5. So I'd have 2 over 5 and 9 over 5. So I don't really want to do that if I don't have to, okay? If I picked the top y, I'd end up having to divide by 2. So I'd have 5 over 2 and 9 over 2. Again, I would get the right answer, but it's going to be more complicated, so I would not choose that if I didn't have to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve either for this x or this y because I don't have to divide by anything because the coefficient is a 1. Okay? So if I use this equation, Allie, did you solve for x or y? Which one did you get by itself?
I got y equals x minus 3.
Okay, that's a problem. Y equals, if you subtract x from both sides, it should be negative x minus 3. Okay? So now, because you know what y is equal to negative x minus 3, so you could put that into the other equation for y. Those are equal. So everything else stays the same. I'm just going to have 5x plus 2 times, take the y out, put negative x minus 3 in, equals 9. So now, if you look at this problem and you still have an x and a y in the equation, you have plugged in wrong. Okay, so reevaluate how you plugged in. But if not, you can go ahead and distribute and solve. So 5x minus 2x minus 6 equals 9. Combine like terms here and we get 3x equals, I'm going to add 6 to both sides, and I get 15. So when we divide, we get x equals 5. So that helps us with the x. Now we need y. Well, we know that y equals negative x minus 3. So if we take x, which is 5, and plug it in, we get y equals negative 5 minus 3. Whoops, here we go. And so that's y equals negative 8 because negative 5 plus a negative 3. So if you write it as a coordinate, you have 5 comma negative 8. Questions on that one? Okay, what other problem do we need to see? Yep.
Number
15.
15.
All right. 15, let's pick red, I don't know. Can you read the problem, please?
It's 11x minus 7y equals 9.
Mm-hmm.
And x minus 2y.
Okay, so for this one, the variable that I would get by itself is the x on the bottom, because here I would have to divide by 11, here I'd have to divide by negative 7, and here I'd have to divide by negative 2. But if I pick the x on the bottom, I don't have to divide by anything. Okay? So if I add 2y to both sides, this becomes x equals 2y minus 4. So now that x equals that, I can take the 2y minus 4 and plug it in for x. So nothing in that equation is going to change except for I'm going to take the x out and I'm going to put 2y minus 4 in. So we'll have 11 times 2y minus 4 minus 7y equals negative 14. Notice I plugged it in parentheses because that 11 has to go to both pieces of it. Okay? So when we distribute, we get 22y minus 44 minus 7y equals negative 14. So let's combine like terms here. We have 22y minus 7y would give us 15y. Equals, I'm going to add 44 to both sides. So we get 30. And divide by 15, you get y equals 2. So half of our problem is done here now, okay? If y equals 2, we can plug that back in, and we can find x, because x is going to equal 2 times whatever y is, and we know that that's 2, minus 4. So we've got 2 times 2 is 4, minus 4 is 0. So we've got 0, 2. Any other problems you guys need to see? Good to go? Okay. Okay, can you read number 7, please?
Yeah, y equals well, I didn't write down the original problem.
Okay, did anybody write down the original problem for number 7? Armin?
X equals 16 minus 4y.
Hold on one second. X equals 16 minus 4y.
3x plus 4y.
Okay, and what'd you say you got?
I got,
Didn't you say y equals something?
huh?
Didn't you say y equals something for your first step?
Well, yeah, I did 4y equals negative 3x plus
Oh, okay, you did 4y equals negative 3x plus 8. But then you'd have to divide by 4, so you would have negative 3 over 4x plus 2. Okay, so is this wrong? No. But is it more complicated to plug that fraction in somewhere? A little bit. Okay, so let me show you what I would have done. This is already set up very nicely for substitution, because the x is already by itself. X is equal to 16 minus 4y, so plug that right in for x, because x is already by itself. So we get 3 times 16 minus 4y plus 4y equals 8. So if you distribute, you get 48 minus 12y plus 4y equals 8. So if we combine like terms here, we get negative 8y. And I'm going to go ahead and subtract 48 at the same time. So equals negative 40. So if you divide, negative divided by negative is a positive 5. And if y equals 5, what does x equal? Well, we can plug that right back in up here and say now x equals 16 minus 4 times 5. So if you do 16 minus 20, you get x equals negative 4. Any other questions on number 7? Any other problems that you guys want to see? 17. All right, can you read it, please? Uh-huh. Okay, so for this one, I would either get the top equation, I would solve the top equation for y, or I would solve the bottom equation for x, because I won't have to divide at the end. Which one did you do? Who asked for this one? Okay, so you solved for x. So you did plus 4y, and you got x equals 4y plus 19. Okay, so that's equal to x. So that goes in right here. So you get 6 times 4y plus 19 plus y equals 4. So nothing changes other than I took the x out and I put 4y plus 19 in. Distribute, we get 24 y plus, what'd you get for 19 times 6? 96? So combine like terms here, we've got 24y plus y is 25y. If we subtract 96 over, are the signs correct? Yes? Is the problem written down correctly? This is, because this is not going to divide evenly, but, I mean, not that it has to, but I just thought it might.
This is what's
Uh-huh.
on the original problem, it's -4y.
So x, yeah, x minus 4y. I've got that equals 19. 6x plus y equals 4. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get decimals here. Looking at the answer. Okay, so that's what they wanted. I thought that they wanted this divide evenly, but maybe not. Okay, so if we subtract 96, we get negative 92. And if we divide by y, divide by 25 to get y by itself, you should get negative 4.4. Is that what maybe confused you, that you got a decimal? Okay. A lot of times you won't, but it's not wrong. It just makes you second guess yourself, kind of like I did. Okay, so then if y is negative 4.4, plug that back in here, and you should get x equals 1.4. Any other questions on that one? Do you guys need to see any other problems? Good? Okay.